look, ESPN top 10 list is some bullshit. It's some bullshit. Now follow along. Watch the video to the entirety. If y'all could come viewing it, watch it to the entirety. Get them going. Listen, ESPN top 10 list is some bullshit. Kobe Bryant ranked top 10. He's number 10. He's 10. LeBron James is second. Like, how LeBron leapfrog Kareem? Kareem got 6 championships, 6 lead MVPs. Like, listen, Kobe top 10. Listen, all you got to know is this: Kobe Bryant once outscored the Dallas Mavericks, the NBA Western Conference champions, Dallas Mavericks, 60-win team by himself. Let me give you the total score at the third quarter. Kobe Bryant 62, Dallas Mavericks 61. What NBA player, if you ask me, that was more impressive than the 81-point game? I mean, Kobe got games like, you ain't got to bring the 80. That's the second highest. That's the highest scoring game in the modern day history. We didn't see Wilt do that. So that's the highest scoring game in NBA history. Kobe 81. Modern day history, if you want to ask anybody. But to score 62 points, well, I think the most impressive thing ever. To outscore the best team the best team record-wise in the league by yourself. Things Kobe did on that 94 feet hardware, and Mike can't even touch that. The things he can do in game, in the NBA game, Mike can't touch it. Because they watered down the conversation about championships. Because they watered that down. Because they ain't nothing to debate. Tom Brady got 7. Who else? I mean, who gonna debate? How you gonna debate Tom Brady? So I feel like they watered down the championship thing. Jordan got 6. LeBron ain't catching 6. Kobe got 5. I mean, that they don't even talk about, well, Kobe got more championships. They don't even think about that. They talk about Kobe got 3 championships because of Shaq. And Jay Williams, to his credit, Jay Williams brought up Kobe's the only player on that list, top 75 list, besides Tim Duncan, has won multiple championships without another top 75 player. Paul Gasol is not a top 75 player. Paul Gasol only gonna make the Hall of Fame because he joined the Lakers. Let's keep that 1,000. Let's keep that 1,000. Paul Gasol was okay. Nobody was checking Paul Gasol. Oh, if the Lakers get Paul Gasol, they're gonna go make a 3-state finals. Nobody was saying that. Nobody was saying, oh, Paul Gasol is the move they need to make. Nobody was saying that. Paul Gasol was a very good, talented big man. Nobody was checking for Paul Gasol like he was gonna put the Lakers over the top. Kobe put the Lakers over the top. They bring up Andrew Bynum and Lamar, like, bringing up Andrew Bynum, bro, really? Really? They didn't bring up Andrew Bynum and Trevor Ariza when they was hurt in that 2008 final loss. They don't, or that was the reason why Kobe lost, but they sure bring up Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. But somehow when Kobe win, they bring up these no-name, these somewhat good players. Some good average NBA players. I need some nerve. I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith, but Jay Williams' point was excellent. And that's the point I'm gonna make. Kobe Bryant won multiple championships without a top 75 player. That only player on that list, besides Tim Duncan, because Tim Duncan won 3, because Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili didn't make it. He won one with Kawhi, then he won one with David Robinson. They both on top 75. But he got multiple players. That's on top 75. Kobe only played with one guy in one championship. That was Shaq. So they bring up the Shaq argument. What's the point of Kobe Bryant winning them championships? What's the point of Kobe winning those championships? No, I'm seriously. What's the point of Kobe winning those championships if he wasn't going to get the equal credit for it because somebody was named Finals MVP? He wasn't. What's the point of winning it? What's the point of Kyrie Irving winning that championship with LeBron if he wasn't going to get sole credit for it? They should have just been solo acts, if you ask me. They should have gone ahead and just been solo acts. What y'all think and feel about that? They should have just been solo acts. If they're going to get the recognition and credit of winning a team championship just because the guy dominated his position in the finals, doesn't mean doesn't mean that he wasn't worthy of winning of those championships. So you might as well tell me, and then say Kobe not a great team player, but he won 3 with the most dominant player ever, so he had to sacrifice. So not only is he sacrificed his own stats and potential numbers, because he could have jacked up shots and gun for the MVP in those final series, but he did. That gave you the ultimate. He's an ultimate team player. You can sit there and swallow your pride and not knowing that you're gonna get the extra credit for it, but you're going to how I'm gonna say it, you're going to, anyways, you're going to get the benefits, not get the benefits of winning all 3 than somebody else would. That shows he's the ultimate team guy, like I said. So for a 5-year stretch, Kobe Bryant was the best player in the league, undeniably, undisputedly, for a 5-year stretch. Before that 5-year stretch, 3 years, he was 3 straight years he was the best player in the league. From after they won that 0-1 finals, he averaged 28 points and a half that whole series, 29 in the playoff. Commentators were saying he was the best player in the league. Shaq saying he was the best player in the league. Right? That 2002 season, he came back and averaged 40 points in 9 straight games. The NBA record tied with Michael Jordan, right? That's what he did during that stretch, the first stretch. And then after that stretch, you want to say, okay, he didn't make the playoffs that 05, so you want to give him that. But 05-06, 35 points per game. 06-07, back-to-back scoring titles. The best player in the game. The third year, I didn't let the league score. I'm trying to win a championship. Average 28 and win his first MVP. You can say the best player in the game, right? After winning the finals MVP, after winning the NBA MVP and making to the finals, win back-to-back championship games. Was the best player in the postseason and contributed to 2 finals MVPs. So that's a 5-year stretch of them accolades and what he did. You can say that's the best player for a 5-year stretch. Nick Wright would say he was not the best player in the league ever, besides probably maybe 1 year, 2 years. I just gave you a 5-year stretch in that order. Back-to-back scoring titles, MVP the 3rd year, the 4th year, NBA championship, the 5th year, NBA championship. 5 straight seasons of dominance. But somehow he's not the best player in the game. I gave you a 3-year stretch. Winning the championship, averaging 28, averaging 29 in the playoffs. Come back, 40 points, 9 straight games, 30 points average, 36 and 7. I think that was his best year. Not even 35. I think averaging 36 rebounds and 7 assists. No, 6 assists and 7 rebounds. I think that was the most astonishing thing he did, stat-wise. 40 points, 9 straight games. Come back after that year, make the finals. Only win a game in the final because you make a clutch shot to take the game in overtime. Y'all win 1 game because you think about Colorado. Shaq get traded. Okay, you want to say he averaged 27 and a half. I think Steve was the best, most talented player in the league. I'll say 6, but for this argument, I'm gonna say 5 straight. And somehow he's number 10. He's behind. Let's get straight with LeBron. LeBron James in 2010, the 2 years in a row, he had the best record in the East. They say Cleveland ain't giving him help. He had Mo Williams, who was an all-star. He had Junius Gaustis. He had Anthony Varejao. The 2010, when he lost to Boston, when he had to be sedated, they traded for Antoine Jameson. Charles Barkley, all these NBA commentators say that trade put him over the top over the Orlando Magic, who was the favorite to win because they beat him in 29. So they said Antoine James, who was a 20-point scorer with the Washington Wizards that season, ended up playing 25 games into the playoffs with the Cavaliers. Antoine James was a better scorer than Paul Gasol, but somehow Kobe elevated Paul Gasol, and Antoine Jameson was a 20-point scorer. You get him same time Kobe got Paul Gasol in 08, and you still couldn't make it over the hump. Paul Gasol wasn't an all-star when he came to the Lakers. He was just a nice scorer. He averaged 18. Antoine was averaging 20. Added him, he had Antoine Jameson, a Shaq, who a year prior was averaging 17 with Steve Nash and had them contenders in the playoffs in the West. So you had all that on your team in 2010, and you say Cleveland could get no help? You couldn't will that team to no help. You wasn't good enough yourself. You couldn't lead the team. You didn't know how to control, how to manage, how to dictate games, and how to dictate when it's time for you to put your input on the game. You didn't know how to do that. You had to learn how to win. That's why you went to join a super team. And you won 2 out of 4. That's not impressive. That's 50% of the time. You play with top 75 every day. 3 out of your 4 championships, you play with top 75 players. Because Kyrie should have been top 75 players, so it'd have been 4. But 3 out of your 4 championships, you play with top 75 players. Kobe won 3 straight. Don't forget, act like 3. He the last person to three-peat. Don't get it twisted. So, man, hey, y'all like to think what y'all. And another thing I want to bring up. A funny thing, how they. I'll make another video about that. I'll make another video. I love y'all.